deteriorate. You feel my blood cells die. You hear my skin fall off. You see the glow in my eyes. I can't tell.
God bless you guys, man. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you're having a good day so far. I always hope that my videos can help you throughout your day some way, somehow. I'm doing another MMA video today. My last video is for a series I call Deadweight Division, where it could cover anything. It can cover MMA, kickboxing, boxing, bare knuckle boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu matches, anything like that. And it's more tailored for people where you don't have to be a martial arts fan, or you could be a martial arts fan, and you can still watch it just for like entertainment of watching a fight or a match. And you can learn a little something because I break it down a little bit. But today I'm going to be doing a video for a series I call Decomposed, where I'm going to like fully break down a video, usually an MMA fight. To my knowledge, I don't know everything, but I do know a good amount of stuff. So just fully break it down for the stuff that I know, possibly show you some stuff that you don't know, maybe you do. But if you enjoy watching videos like this, because that's how I learn, just watching like high level knowledge videos like this, if I enjoy it, why shouldn't I make it to like connect with other people, you know? The fight that we're watching today is Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. It's an old fight. It's from like 2013. I think it's Conor's second fight in the UFC, I'm pretty sure. And everybody who knows me knows I am a huge Conor McGregor fan. So I might have to roll my sleeves up for this one, boy. This is one of my favorite Conor fights just because it shows his well-roundedness, like how well-rounded he could be. Just like the variety of his strikes back then. Just how deep his arsenal really went with his strikes. And his wrestling and his grappling, because he doesn't really show it that much. And I know a lot of casual fans or just people that know of him might think he has no ground game, but he does. I was into MMA before Conor became a star, so I kind of watched it happen. So that's why I'm a big fan of him. But when I got into MMA, like seriously, I was more focused around people like Cain Velasquez and Junior Dos Santos, like their trilogy. People like Anthony Pettis, Vitor Belfort, Ronda Rousey, Rory McDonald, Johnny Hendricks, people like that. So let's get right into it. There's Conor right there, young Conor. Not as many tattoos. There's Max Holloway. I think Max was like 21. It's pretty crazy. So right away, but just like the Charles video, you're going to see Conor, a big part of his game is pressure. Pressures a lot of people. Likes to walk them down. You're going to see the diversity of his kicks right away here. So right here, right? Max throws a leg kick and Conor checks it. So for the people that don't know, when you throw a leg kick, when you kick anybody, you want to hit them with your shin. So if someone's throwing a leg kick at you, you want to check it. And check it, you move your leg in a certain way or you lift your knee up so that their shin hits your knee, or it'll hit your shin, so it'll be shin on shin. It's still going to hurt you, but it's going to hurt them a little more. So they'll be more hesitant to throw leg kicks if you do that. So you see this right here? You see where Max's foot lands? Conor lifts his knee up. It lands right on his knee. That doesn't feel good. So he does try to leg kick Conor a few more times. Conor checks a lot of them. But right here, some people might say, I thought you said you're supposed to kick with your shin. Yeah, you are. The fight just started. We're not even like 30 seconds into the fight yet. So when that happens, people are not used to Conor putting that much pressure on them and throwing that many attacks at them. So usually you're trying to like gauge distance and get your timing for the other person and like then try to land strikes. But Max is kind of forced to throw weapons back at Conor because he has to defend himself. It's not going to be completely accurate. So when he throws the leg kick, his foot hits his knee. That's not good. So Conor checks it very well. Front leg hook kick from Conor. Very unusual. Very nice. So another thing that some people might miss, or they just don't understand that much, is hand fighting in MMA and in a lot of martial arts. It's very important. So you see Conor is always like reaching because he's southpaw. So with his right hand, he's always like reaching. You see that? You see what he's doing right here? So for people that don't understand what that does or why he's doing that, he's reaching for Max's left hand because Max is orthodox right now. So he's reaching for his hand, right? Because Conor wants to land his left hand. So it's pretty simple, but you know, you like need somebody to tell you this. I didn't know it until someone told me, but one of the reasons why he's doing that, Max has two hands, right? If Conor puts one of his hands over his other hand, he knows what hand Max is going to use. Max has to like occupy his hand that he's trying to cover him with and leaves him with one hand. So he's literally just eliminating one hand out of the thing. It's that simple. See that? He's got like no wind up with his kicks. He's throwing these head kicks. He's got no wind up, no telegraphing. Smoothly throws a head kick. Crazy. This is young in his career too. This is why Conor was so fun to watch, because like the variety of his attacks. He really mixed up a lot of martial arts and used them in a very effective way that nobody else was really doing. So another thing that I'm going to get into is foot placement. Foot placement is very important. Conor uses the foot placement very well. So you see right here, so Conor is a southpaw, right? And right now Max is orthodox. So Conor wants to get his foot just outside of Max's foot. He wants Max's foot inside because that's how he lines him up. Whenever he lines him up like that, he'll always try to throw a left hand or he'll try to throw something because Max, he'll be there to hit him. But if Max wins the foot placement battle where his foot is not like that, then Max can throw. But Conor right now is walking him into his power. They're going this way because he wants to land the left hand. They were walking that way. Conor would have to do something to try to get Max to go the other way. So right here, he might land something. Let's see. See, he a jumping knee or a kick, whatever that was. But Max was lined up for it. So as you watch his feet, Conor is always trying to line him up. Max knows this. This is what I'm talking about. He didn't line Max up right there. Max knew that. So what happened? Max stepped out of the way. He tried to front kick him. He wasn't lined up. Watch what happens. Look. Max just gets out of the way. Kick. He throws this punch. He got caught with it with Dustin Poirier, but he throws this punch. It's like a shovel jab. It's like an uppercut, but he doesn't throw it. He dips under, and he comes up. He's like, watch. Max probably thinks he's going to throw the left hand, right? Throws a head kick. He thinks the left hand is coming. Comes right up underneath with that very unorthodox punch. I want to see if Max was lined up for this one. Yep, you see his foot. See what he did. Throws something. Throws a jab or he just throws a slap him. Only to get his foot. Get Max's foot right inside of his. So he can line him up. Throws a left hand. Very nice, very nice. Does a little roll, front roll into a double leg. I don't know. I don't think he thought he was going to get that, but just shows how open-minded, how free he feels in there. So it's round 2. He's telling Max, I can go all day. Conor likes to talk a lot. People think that Conor is doing that just to taunt people because he thinks he's funny or something. And like I'm sure that's also has something to do with it, but he's doing that because he wants to. Conor is a very good counter puncher. He's a very good counter striker. He wants to draw Max into rushing at him, coming at him, so that he can counter him. So when he's taunting, he's not just doing that to be funny, or he thinks it's like a little show or something. He's doing that so that he can draw attacks out of Max. See, Conor's clapping at him. He wants him to do something. That was nasty. That was that same punch that I was talking about. That like shovel, uppercut, jab type thing. Lines Max up. That was pretty nasty. You see right there. He got a little, he tried to rush it. He wasn't really lining Max up. He tried to rush it. But you see right here, he tried to rush it a little bit. He jumps in with like a jumping knee. Max wasn't really lined up. So Max sees these things. Look, Max is already getting ready to throw. Look at Conor's legs. Look at Conor's position right now. Look at his chin. So he does that. Max lands clean on him. And also, this is when the takedowns come in. Conor also, I'm pretty sure he blew out his ACL in this fight. I know he did something to his leg. I'm pretty sure it was his ACL. So that's why he started taking Max down. So Max does like a run-in leg kick. Tries to use a lot of momentum, right? Conor already knows this. So Conor frames him off. Grabs his leg, right? Lands a left hand, actually. He still has his leg. Most people would just like lift their leg up, treetop him, or try to like, or just let him go, something like that. Conor, what he does here, shows his level of knowledge when it comes to wrestling and grappling. If Max goes backwards and Conor goes this way, it's like they're pulling each other, right? Max's foot is just gonna come out. So some people, where they would have someone's foot like that, they would think, oh, I gotta pull him in close so I could take him down. Max is trying to go that way, so he would want you to pull. So they would go like this, and Max would get free, right? So Conor actually goes into him. So Conor actually goes into the takedown. I'm pretty sure he trips him. So he has his leg, uses his other leg, uses it as a trip, bring Max down. Very nice by Mr. McGregor, very nice. Max's guard is very good. So for the people that don't know this position right here, what's happening? Max is trying to get full guard on Conor. What full guard is, both of Max's legs would be around him. Then Conor would be in his full guard, Max's full guard. So what Conor wants to do is, he is trying to step over Max's knee so that then he would be in half mount. And then he wants to step over this knee so he can get into full mount and try to land some strikes and stuff like that, or possibly get submissions. But Conor wants to get into full mount, Max wants to get into full guard. Or if he feels comfortable with other things like half guard or whatever he wants to do to try to escape, Max is in full guard. He's got both legs here. He's trying to control Conor's posture so that Conor can't really do much. This is full guard right here. Conor steps over. He's trying to slice his knee through. Max stops it. Conor's putting his knee on his stomach. He's trying to get that knee to the other side because he wants to get to mount. But Max is doing a good job of trying to lock down his leg right here. Max has his leg over with the other leg. He has his leg around Conor's leg and taking his leg to lock it down so that Conor's leg is trapped in there so that he can't pass. And Conor's trying to take his leg, use it as a pry in between Max's legs to get his leg out and cross over. So now it's round 3. Conor trying to throw him off with some kicks, keep some distance. Max actually catches him here. Let's see if Max lines him up with the foot placement. See this? Max got his foot outside of Conor's foot. Actually catches him. Conor didn't really like that. Like I said, Conor tore his ACL, so he already knows he wants to take him down, right? So after he gets hit with that shot, Conor didn't really like that. Feints, throws a jumping front kick. Max is probably thinking left hand, right? So once Conor is in this position, especially with that hand, like I was talking about, he's always trying to land the left hand, right? So Max is probably thinking that's coming. He's not even, look. He's getting ready to either defend it or try to throw a counter. He sees Conor level change at the last second, doesn't get his arms underneath Conor's arms. Conor grabs him. He's got his hands locked right here, right? What he's got to do is take his hands under and bring Max up. Exactly what he did. Very nice by Mr. McGregor, very nice. This is another thing. See how Max has his leg here? He has this leg, his foot on his knee. That's to keep Conor's knee again from trying to cross over. Conor gets through this time though. Puts pressure on Max's head, keeps him looking this way. Switches his body. Gets his knee across. Max tries to lock down this leg. Conor slips right through. Gets the mount. Very nice grappling here from these boys. So he has his leg right here, right? You can see Max has his toes in the fence. That's illegal, but it's all right. So what Max wants to do is, Conor wants to get his leg on the ground, right? That's all he's really focused on as he's walking his hands on the mat. Max wants to get, as soon as he knows that Conor's gonna get the mount, right? So Max puts his feet on the fence so he can push off. He tries to reverse, stand back up. Conor gets right back on and takes him down again. So right here, Conor gets the mount this time. He takes his legs, takes his calves, puts them behind, like under Max's legs, so he gets more control of him. If you wanted to grapevine somebody, basically what that is, see how Conor is right here? He would take his legs and he would extend them and extend Max's legs, so that Max, he can't do anything with his legs. It's called grapevining somebody. Also, what Conor is doing right here with his hand, with his fingers, as he's walking his hand across the map and he's talking to him. He's probably saying, yeah, my grappling's pretty good. As he's walking his hand up, you do that, he might be trying to set up an arm triangle. Head and arm choke. So that's just a way that you can set that up. But it's very nice to recognize these things. To see Conor doing it, it's very nice. So Conor is in full mount. It's way different from full guard. So Max, how he has this lock right here, he wants to control Conor's posture to keep him from posturing up and landing strikes. Like, if you're in full guard and someone's guard, you could, but it's just a lot harder. When you're in full mount, you have a lot more room, you have a lot more access to land, like posture up and land strikes on somebody. Max right here, he knows that if he stays like this on his stomach, Conor will eventually flatten him out. That is one of the worst positions that you can be in an MMA fight. That's not where you want to be. So, he's like, what he wants to do is turn back over to go on his back, which he does. Starts to flip over. Conor stays on mount because he's just following him here. And then again, he goes to control his posture once again. So Conor made a little bit of a mistake here, in my opinion. I don't know. He knows a lot more than me, obviously, but what he does here, he moves his knee up. I'm guessing he was probably looking for something, maybe a submission or trying to land more strikes. Moves his knee up very high. Max feels that. So Max is like, all right, I'm going to get out the back door. Flips over, gets out. Conor got a little too high. So now back on the feet, 50 seconds left. Max already knows that he lost his fight, so now tries to head kick Conor. Looking for a finish. Conor gets a reactive takedown. So Conor knows Max is coming at him, right? Because he wants to get a finish. He wants to try to win the fight. Throws an oblique kick. Max looks like, what is he doing? Looks like he's going to throw a punch, maybe throw a kick. Conor moves out of the way, runs into him, grabs his leg, right? Takes his other hand, he has his one leg. Just one leg probably is not going to work. Takes his other hand, takes his arm, wraps it around Max's head. Turns him around again, walks him to the, guides him to the floor. Very nice takedown by Mr. McGregor. Very nice, very nice. It's mostly because he tore his ACL. I'm sure if he didn't, he would still be striking, but he wants to win the fight. So this is what he did. But it's very nice to see this. So a very nice, well-rounded performance from Mr. Conor McGregor. Woo! Very nice by Max too. He did a very good job defending stuff. So God bless you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for listening to me. I really hope I could teach you something. I hope you could learn something. I hope you have more of an interest towards MMA now if possible. I'm really sorry if it sounds like someone's using a leaf blower, but that's all right, man. What are you gonna do? This has been Decomposed with a real zombie. You're a real zombie. Let's keep going, and I'll see you guys later.